What's up, Moose Crew? Back again today with a Moose Munchies episode, and today we're going to be doing the viral Mexican hot dogs from TikTok. And while I was watching the video, I realized on how this would be just such a simple food that you can make in camp. So let's get into it and look at our ingredients and go over how to make it. So all this recipe calls for is your choice of hot dogs. They could be whatever brand you want. I don't even know what brand I picked. I went for the cheapest ones at the store. Some tomato, onion, peppers. So the recipe calls for jalapeno. So I did one jalapeno, and then I also got myself a red chili pepper because they were looking really good at the grocery store. And then we have our oil in the little blue ramekin for frying everything up, because this is we're gonna be frying things up in a more fajita style. And then we have our Cotija cheese, and that's just the queso fresco, like the crumbling Mexican cheese, because it's a little more authentic. And I happen to find some in my grocery store in Montana, which is pretty rare. And then we butter up the hot dog buns, because we're gonna put those in a separate pan while we cook the rest of the ingredients. All right, so we're gonna start with preheating the pans. We're gonna add our oil to the skillet. It does look like a lot of oil, but that's kind of how you achieve the fajita style frying type. And then we start toasting our buns in the other pot. Then once this oil gets up to temp, we're just gonna add everything in there. So minus the buns, it's actually a one pan recipe, which is pretty nice, but since we're toasting the buns, it's 2 pan. And so I pre-cut all my vegetables inside because it's cold, but you can also pre-prep before your camping trip and put them into little Tupperwares or Ziploc bags. It kind of just makes making food in camp a lot easier. And I fire roasted my peppers. You don't have to do this, but it's just something a little extra that I like to do. So that oil is almost to the temperature we want. It's actually getting there pretty quick, so I would say we can add everything in there now. Oh no, I lost an onion. I'm sure the skunk that lives in my backyard will love that. Make sure to keep moving everything around so it doesn't stick. And also don't forget about your buns. Make sure that they're toasting right. Give them a flip so they brown evenly on each side. I wish you guys could smell how good this smells right now. It's also super cold, so I'm getting a lot of good steam coming off of this, and it's just sharing the smell. Oh no, I burned my bun a little bit. Like I said, don't neglect the buns, don't make my mistakes. I would say my buns are done. And make sure to turn off the other burner so we're not wasting our propane. Let that cool down. Alright, I'm gonna call these boys done. And we're gonna grab ourselves a dog. And we're gonna grab ourselves a second dog. And get your toppings in there. I don't know why my stove keeps making that noise, but it's very interesting. Might just be because it's so cold out. That might be metal clicking together. Almost loaded up. I mean, it's already pretty loaded up, but alright. And then we're gonna add a cojita or a cotija cheese. I always mix up the J and the T. So we got our boys here. The great thing about this is that you can definitely top it with whatever hot sauce, ketchup, mayo, mustard, whatever have you. Sometimes people like to put bacon on their Mexican hot dog. I see people do kind of either or, but dealer's choice. I'm not your mom, I'm not your grandma, I'm not a cop, whatever. Do what you want to do. So let's dig into them. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh yeah, that's really good. It's got a really good kick from either the jalapeños or the red chili peppers. It is so good. The $1.99 hot dogs. Oh my god, are really good too. So I would rate this 10 out of 10 for flavor and a 10 out of 10 for simplicity. Like I said, if you really want to make your life easy, I would recommend prepping the majority of the vegetables, like chopping them up before you leave for your camping trip and put them in a Ziploc bag or a Tupperware or something, because it just makes life so much easier if everything's already pre-prepped that way. Oh my god, it's so good. But yeah, so that's all I have for you today, Moose Crew. I'll drop the recipe down below for you guys. I made 2 hot dogs, so but I'll adjust the recipe accordingly for about 4 hot dogs. So I hope you all learned something new. I hope you all try out this recipe. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like and subscribe for another Moose Munchies video. I have some more planned because this season's only just begun. It's only January, so make sure to keep exploring, keep trekking. Oh my god, you're so good. But yeah, have a great one. Thanks. Bye. Well, so this is the neighborhood dog. His name is Rocky, and he must have smelled the hot dogs cooking, so he came by while I was cleaning up. Scared the crap out of me because I thought he was a black bear. But look at him, he's so sweet. He's a good boy.